Good morning and welcome back to Gemini Crafts and our Facebook Lives this week. It is Monday the 11th of April 2022. My name is Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the market town of Brackley. Excuse me, which is in Northamptonshire in South Midlands in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you are well. This week I'm going to be featuring our retiring products from our annual catalogue, and I'm going to be featuring, while I can, hi Kerry, good evening to you. I will be featuring discounted products to help you find the bargains this week. So I'm going to start with this stamp set. This was one of my favourite stamp sets. You're going to hear me say that a few times, I'm afraid. With this lovely cherry blossom here. And it's got some lovely sentiments which are suitable for a wedding or an engagement. And we have a little bud, we have the little flower and some leaves as well. And this also has some matching dies. So the stamp set originally was £21. This is now half price, yep, at £10.50. So these are all obviously UK prices. The discounts may be different in other countries. Okay, so please check with your demonstrator if you're watching from another country. So this is now £10.50 and it has some matching cherry blossoms dies. They don't look very much from here, but I just take this one out. It has a die which cuts out the main image here. And then it also has some dies for the leaf. It has its own little leaf dies, flowers and detailed flowers here. And then this has this lovely little sort of foliage branch. It also cuts out the little bud. And this was originally £33 for the dies. It's now £26.40. So for £36.90 you can get the dies and the stamp set. I'm just going to be using this one because I'm going to be stamping this image. Excuse me. And then the other set I'm going to match this with today is Best Year. And this was a popular stamp set that I would take to coffee and card. Morning, Jeanette. It has a nice mix of stamps. So we've got a Father's Day, we've got a birthday, we've got a thank you, hip hip hooray, a Christmas, a hello, to the world you're a dad, to me you're the world, you did it. And this one is also half price. So this was £19 and this is now £9.50. And this is a cling stamp set as well as the Forever Blossoms. You can see how well used that particular one is. So I'm going to stamp and die cut this set of cherry blossom. And I'm going to pop it onto some backing paper. So let's stamp this first. And I did quite a few different designs with this. We did some heat embossing. This is quite good to stamp on dark paper and use the chalk marker or white ink to create the white or pink cherry blossoms. I'm just going to stamp it, I think, in espresso. Let's get that out. Okay, so I've just got some standard pieces of card that would be a card front. Let's see if this will fit on here, which it will. There we go. Just about fits on there. So I hope everybody is keeping well. Just going to move that out of the light. Morning, Joe. I hope you're well. I hope you've had a nice weekend. And I'm guessing your girls are still on holiday, aren't they? So I hope you're surviving. You got through one week anyway. Okay, so I'm just inking this up, and I am going to die cut it, so it doesn't really matter where I put it on here, but this does make a fantastic stamp for a wedding. And funnily enough, I'm going to a wedding, my niece's wedding, in 2 weeks' time. So I think what I might do is use this for her card. I might emboss it with silver or something. So this is stamped in early espresso. It's a very soft image, and also it's a very light ink pad. So I'm hoping you can see that okay. Oh yes, of course, with your new lambs. I saw the photo. So sweet. So sweet. Okay, so I'm going to colour this in first, very lightly, and then I'm going to die cut it. So I think I'm just going to have a little hint of pink and obviously a little bit of green for the leaves. So let's see what we've got. I've got light granny apple green. Do nicely, although I could take it to mint macaron, but let's take my glasses off so I can see what I'm doing. This particular stamp set does work in its own right, just stamped and not even coloured, because of the detail of it. So if you're not a fan of colouring, this is a good one to get. And it's a bit like the prized peony, which I might feature tomorrow or later in the week. I might alternate floral with non-floral. So just literally adding a little bit of colour to that stalk. Like that. So it makes a nice, this will make a nice Easter card, I think, as well, or spring birthday. So we had lovely weather at the weekend. Which was good. Beautifully sunny. I went out to watch my daughter Jo riding. She was in a hunter trial. Couldn't think of the word then. Okay. Right, let me lift that up so you can see it. Like so. I have to put my glasses on so I can see what you see. There we go. Morning, Sylvia. Morning, Scott. Is that 2 lambs you've got, Jo? Okay, so this is cherry blossom. So cherry blossom typically is white or pink. So I have got a light and dark petal pink. And I might add a tiny dot of yellow in the centres. Like so. Like that. Just so pretty. So I'm just dotting that in there. I don't want a sort of a formal centre, just where the stamens and things are. Like that. But as I say, all the shading is done for you, so you could literally leave this quite uncoloured if you wanted to. Oh, Diana, good morning. Oh, bless you, that's quite all right. I'm sorry it was late. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, a week old and a 2-week old. Oh, bless you, Joe. Oh. And hi, Karen, thanks for joining us. I forget sometimes that, of course, when it's not half term, Easter, I have different people watching, so that's really nice. So I'm just adding just a little bit of this petal pink. And you can get quite a deep pink cherry blossom, can't you, as well, but I'm going for the light touch today. You can see that. And then I'm going to pop this on, cut it out and pop it onto designer paper. Now, all of our designer papers retire that were in the annual catalogue. So just a note for those. I have a feeling the one that I plan to use has actually already sold out. And that's the In Good Taste one with all the different sort of textures, wood and tiles and stuff. Okay, so there's my light colouring. So that's light petal pink. Just going to add a little bit of dark on here as well. Just on the edges and the centres. So for anybody who wasn't here at the start, the stamps that I'm using today are all at half price. So this stamp set here, Forever Blossoms, is now £10.50. And the dies that I'm going to use are £26.40. They're not discounted quite as much, but basically you can get the dies and the stamps for just a little bit more than the original price of the dies. So this is a distinctive stamp set, so you don't have to do a great amount of colouring, but of course if you enjoy colouring in, then it will also work. This is also stunning if you stamp it and heat emboss it. Just going to blend that out a little bit here. Go. So we are at Coffee and Card in Toaster this afternoon, if anybody's free, and Coffee and Card in Brackley on Friday. There we go. And it's also the last day today to book for my class in person or my class in a box. So there's our finished cherry blossom. So I'm going to use this die to cut it out. Oh, there's my UPS man just arriving. Thank you. I'm very excited to see that, because that should contain some of our products from the new catalogue. Okay, let's put this one underneath. So I might need to, oh no, don't need to cut that down, just about fits. So I'm just going to pop this on. I might grab a little bit of tape just to hold it in place. Not sure how much of that, oh you can see that, that's good. Grab some I was going to grab some tape. Okay, I can't see any. We'll just go for it. Okay. So popping that plate on top and just winding it through. Sorry if it's shaking the camera. There we go. There we are. That's our die cut cherry blossom, like so. And I think I'm going to pop this on some backing. So this is the In Good Taste papers, which I think have just sold out because I was looking for them online. Let's see what I can find. That's quite nice but quite busy. But it's a good colour match. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit too big and bold. That might work. The brickwork here. Let's have a look and see. There's another bit in the middle. Doesn't really contrast enough, does it? Okay. Let me look further. Right, let me see. Sorry. It's a little bit warmer. Sorry, let me just look at the comments. Joe does seem to collect animals. That's a very good that's a very good description, Joe. And hi Kay, hi Jill. I'm trying to find some paper for my cherry blossoms, but so far it's a bit dark and dull. I might have to stamp up some background instead. Let me see. So just amuse yourselves and chat amongst yourselves while I'm hunting this out. No, I'm really not going with those. Let me see. I've got anything in the artistically inked. So I've pulled all my papers from my paper stack. No. might work on a little bit of gold. That's the best one yet. All right. Let's have a look. If there's anything else that springs to mind. Got a little bit of that. That might work. Like so. Okay, those are the two contenders at the minute. So I'm going to add a sentiment on as well. Just try F Eden. It's the wrong greens really. Yeah, that's definitely the wrong set of greens. That's quite nice. Okay. Choice of too busy. Choice of 3 then. So there's either the gold, there's a piece of this, or this sort of stitched look. Any suggestions? Stands out more on the last one. That one there, do we think? Those are just a bit too busy, aren't they? What do we reckon? Okay. Oh, there we go. This one. That was Diana's suggestion. I could trim that accordingly. So, yes, I think it needs to be at the bottom. Like so. Right. Of course, I can't see a trimmer for love nor money. So let me cut this down. So I think a little bit of this at the bottom, because it's not the right dimensions to do it that way, which is a shame. Maybe something like that. Okay, let's go for that. You wouldn't think it was that difficult, would you really? Okay, let's just, so this is going to be 10 centimeters wide. There we go. That's all right, Diana, thank you. Yes, that works well, doesn't it? Okay, so I think I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, just to give it a little bit of shade and interest. And let me have a look at what colour card to lay onto. So, that's too much, isn't it, like that? Onto white. Could pick out the pink. Let me try petal pink. That's what I use for the flowers. Yeah, so that would work onto white, like so. Let me lift it up so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so I need to trim this one down first. And then this one a little bit further. Right, let's have a look at that. So this is from the name has just gone out of my mind. Oh, how annoying is that? Just want to trim a little bit more of that off. It's the papers I ordered for you, Jill, which I'll bring this afternoon if you're free to come. Sorry, just going to trim a little bit more of that. There we go. All right. Expressions in Ink is the name of the paper. That's what I was trying to work out. Okay, so there's our layers onto white. This is going to be on dimensionals. And I think I'll stamp a sentiment up in here. So I could take one from the best year. So this is another one that's half price. So this best year stamp set is now £9.50. I quite like this little hello. Then I can have that a little bit further up and the hello in here or here, I think. Right, let's grab a block. Sorry, I don't know why I'm hesitating because I can't see my blocks. There they are. In case you're thinking she's terribly unorganised, I sort of am, but it's because my bags are packed ready for this afternoon, and obviously all my blocks and inks and everything else is there. So I have to be careful if I take things out to remember to put them back in, or my ladies and gentlemen in the afternoon won't have the right components. Okay, let's just ink up this and see how straight it is. I could pop it on a little strip of card if I wanted to. Let's see if that's straight. Okay, so have that fairly straight, and I think my hello in there, and then if I mess it up I can put it on a piece of card. Oh, jolly good, Jill. Thank you. Hi, Dee. I will try and remember. Well, I'll go and put your paper in ready. Okay, that's my hello. Right, now I can layer these up in preparation. So that's going to go onto there, and I will also stamp a little bit of that cherry blossom on the inside. So I'm just going to use some glue for these layers. Go. So positioning that on there. Go. And that's going to go onto our card. There we go. So I hope everybody has something nice planned for this week. If you're home with family, whether that's children or grandchildren, I hope you enjoy your week. So all of the week this week I will be using discounted and retiring items from our annual catalogue. So it's a good opportunity, if you've had your eye on something, to grab a bargain. Okay, so that's that. This one I'm going to pop up on dimensionals, which I've got here. Go. Oops, move it over there, stop it pinging. So dimensionals in the larger areas, like that, and then I'll just use the edges here for some of the smaller areas. Let's cut into those. You could use small mini dimensionals as well if you wanted to. So pop one on the leaves, there and there. And up at the top. So I think I'll alternate floral designs with non-floral. Obviously we have a fair number of floral designs. At the end of the day, that's what always sells well. So I'll do something tomorrow. There's quite a few animal sets that are retiring, so I might feature animals tomorrow. There we go. Like that. And I think a little bit of bling is required. And I've got the opal rounds. I've got the little pebbles, but I'm pretty sure somewhere I could do with some little pink ones, but these will do, because this will just pick out the gold on this gold paper. So just have the small ones, I think. Come on. You don't really want to use thick scissors. Oh dear. Right, I have tweezers. they will do. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So there's the finished front of my card, and on the inside I'm going to stamp that same stamp, the cherry blossom, just off here on the right hand side. So just going to pop a piece of grid paper down, and you can buy this grid paper. It's not exclusive to demonstrators, you'll find it in the catalogue, or just search for grid paper. It's very useful to protect your work surface and for stamping on to practice, but it's also got centimetres on one side and then inches on the other, so for measuring and things like that is perfect. So I'm just going to have this going off the right hand side, like so. There it is, and I'll do the same on the envelope as well. So I'll dig out my envelopes and stamp that after. So there we are, that is Best Year stamp set, which is where the sentiment came from, and Forever Blossoms, which is now available at £10.50 for the complete stamp set. And the dies that go with it, obviously you would need a die cutting machine, but the dies are now 26.40 instead of 33. But if it was me, I would just grab that Forever Blossoms stamp set. Just so beautiful, makes great wedding cards, but also thinking of you, get well, sympathy, lots of different things and lots of different techniques as well that you could do with it. So you can always hunt through my Facebook lives and also my YouTube by stamp set, because I always name the stamp set. So you can always go to my YouTube channel and type in Forever Blossoms, and that will give you some more ideas on what to do with the stamp set. Okay, let me have a quick look at any comments in case I've missed any. Oh, Kerry's heading away for Easter. Excellent. Hi, Scott. Thank you so much. Oh, my phone's just gone. So thank you so much, everybody, for your lovely comments. Oh, hi, Tracy. And Diana, enjoy your new goodies. Thank you, Jeanette, for your lovely comments. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I have a team meeting in the evening, so I'll be live here tomorrow at 10 AM. So you'll have to put up with me for 2 mornings in a row. And I'll be featuring non-foliage tomorrow. I think we'll do an animal theme, again using our bargain retiring stamp sets. Thank you so much for joining me. You can check all of the retiring items on the website. Just go to either Jemini Crafts and shop now, or you can use the link that I'll post underneath here, or you can go straight to stampinup.uk and across the top look for sales and specials, or usually there's a large banner that says last chance, and that's where you'll find all of these items. Thank you so much. Coffee and card today, Joe, is in Toaster at Watling Street, which used to be 185 Watling Street, right in the centre of Toaster. So you're welcome to join us if you fancy. Thank you so much, everybody. Do take care. I look forward to crafting with you tomorrow. If you have any questions on what I've done today, or any queries, or you want to order, don't hesitate just to message me. Enjoy the rest of your days, and do take care, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Bye for now.